I'm back to have my wee rant about recycling slash waste and just how eye-opening it is when we go to the recycling centres and we chuck out stuff, and it's just how busy that place is, of just a constant turnover of people coming in with their van loads, with their car loads, and just chucking stuff out. And yes, there's some elements that get recycled, but when you go to like the bulky waste and you look in the bulky waste and the stuff that people are throwing out, me included, I've just gone like, that's the second trip to the recycling centre. I keep saying skip, but I'm like, I said skip run the other day, and my friend was like, skip run, because we were talking about running earlier. And then I was like, oh, I did a skip run the other day, and they're like, skip run? Like, what kind of run is that? Skipping, running? Anyway, so yeah, the recycling centre, I need to say, or the dump. Dump doesn't sound very nice. That's my second trip to the recycling centre this time round. Bear in mind, I have just moved into the cottage in November, and that was only 7 months ago. And I did plenty of trips to the recycling centre before that. I haven't accumulated much more stuff, if anything, really, since then. But I've just been more ruthless with getting rid of stuff. But it is very eye opening, I think, more to the point of the fact that we are a throwaway culture, and the things that we're throwing away. Actually, I felt so guilty today. Like, the stuff was good quality stuff. Someone else could have made use of it. And whilst I took my clothes to the charity shop, there's certainly other things that I could probably have done the extra effort or just given away. There is the risk of, like, I think for me, it's probably just didn't leave enough time. I was probably, it's my own fault. I'm not trying to give myself a, I'm just as guilty as everybody, but I think it's just making us start to realize actually how much we're just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff rather than fixing things. That's also the kind of way I'm looking at life just now, especially trying to be much more minimalist going into the van. I need to be. But full disclosure, I've got a storage container, a full storage container. I thought I was just going to get half one. I was like, I'll get a full one. And then I've got some space to like move around and set up my gym. Yeah, it's full. It is full. And I can say, like, oh, well, half of it's for my event that I put on, Be Craig's Backyard Ultra. And yeah, that's true. That's like a reasonable amount. I've got tables and chairs and boxes of stuff and flags, but that's not really taking up much more than probably not even a quarter. Then I've got my furniture. I was like, well, maybe I'll move back into a house, so I'll need that furniture and my treadmill. And it's like, and that's that stuff, the bulky things. But then there's all the other stuff that I do have that I don't need. And I probably really need to take another good hard look at that. And, you know, even my spices, my herbs and spices, I was so into my food. I still am very much into my food, but probably about like 4 years ago, I was like getting loads of different like herbs and spices and creating some really cool, crazy recipes. But you'd use it for like one recipe, and then it would sit on a shelf. And but I've got so attached to these like herbs and spices. I've got like two kind of big trays full of them, and I don't need them. I really don't. And because I haven't used them in so long, I use my standard smoked paprika. It's like I've got a massive tub of smoked paprika, salt, curry powder, cumin, chili flakes, the standard stuff, and then your herbs and things. I do not need two trays of stuff, and it's not just like the jars; it's like the packets. But again, I feel like if I was to throw it away, it's, I don't know. I need to do it because I don't need it space wise, but it's just a waste. But it's that loop that I'm in. So that where I'm at now though is the stuff I'm getting rid of, I'm not going to buy again. I'm going to, like, I think so much more now about before I buy anything. Even like my phone case that I have, it's like tatty as anything, like totally scabby. The wee doodah thing is like disintegrated and come off. And there's been so many times I'm like, oh, I'll get a new one. I'm like, I have to stop and be like, why? It still works. It does the job. And yeah, so I'm trying to be much more mindful about that before buying things. I'm not perfect. I definitely have bought some stuff, but it's with thought now. It's with a lot of thought. And I suppose what this whole ramble is about is to try and maybe make you think as well before buying stuff, how much stuff we actually need versus what we want and what we think will make us happy. I think clothes is a big one for me. I've done a massive, massive sort of clear out. Clothes used to be a thing that I used to try and chase, and I would buy secondhand. I can't remember the last time I really bought something brand new, even running clothes, um, even my bikini, and yeah, everything I buy secondhand off Vinted. It used to be eBay, but now it's Vinted, and that would be my justification for buying lots of stuff. And I would buy it to make myself feel good because I want it to look good. But the fact of the matter is, the clothes that I feel the best in is the clothes that make me feel comfortable, and they're often like the really baggy, scraggly kind of stuff. And it's like I can really visualize myself who I'm going to look like very soon. It's like this crazy homeless lady that's like, yeah, just in comfy clothes, baggy, just happy though. I think that's again the ultimate kind of goal, and it's detaching from things because things won't make you happy. Uh, so yes, clothes has been quite an interesting eye-opening one for me, and that's probably been the easiest thing to get rid of and rationalize because it's like even going into the office. So I go into the office once a week now, and I would have office clothes, but I'm at the point now where it's like, well, these clothes don't make me feel good, and I actually perform worse when I'm in these clothes. And I work with a lot of senior stakeholders in my job, so but actually I'm a much better person. I talk better when I'm in my comfy clothes, and I'm not like scabby or anything. But even if I was, but who cares? It's like if it's me you're getting, it doesn't matter what I look like or what I wear. So yeah, I wear my flat flares, my big baggy jeans. I wear like a nice baggy jumper, and I perform well and I feel good. So yeah, all the stuff that I used to keep, like just in case, even for special occasions and things, I don't do anything anymore. Like, well, I don't do anything. I do lots of great things, but like, I don't go out. I don't go to the pub. I don't go to the clubs. I don't go to weddings because it's like, oh, special occasions. It's like, what special occasions do I go to? And even if I did need something new, I guess I would just go to the charity shop, get something, wear it, and give it back to the charity shop. Just try and like that recycle culture rather than throwaway culture. I'll borrow something from your friends. But even though I have rationalized and got rid of a lot of stuff, there's still a lot of stuff. And I've got one chest of drawers, which I've got three big drawers, and that's all my clothes just now. So that's including my hoodies, my jackets, my running clothes. So I think that's pretty good. But I know there's still clothes there that I will wear once a year. So my goal is I've given myself like a sort of 12-month window. And if I'm not using things within that 12 months, because that's me going through my 4 seasons of Scotland, Scottish weather. And to be fair, we can have all those 4 seasons on one day. But if I don't wear those clothes enough, or at least more than once, then it's going. It doesn't matter what. Same as shoes. Like, oh, I need shoes for this, I need shoes for that, just in case. Even my holiday that I'm going on Thursday, I have packed flip flops, a pair of sandals, and I'll be wearing my running shoes, which will be the shoes that I'll probably wear most of. And I don't know why I'm taking the sandals because I never wear sandals. And it's just that thing of, oh, if we go out at night, at least I can look nice. Like, so I think after this, now I'm talking to it and I'm getting it out there, I'm gonna take those out and they're going to the charity shop. I'm not taking them with me. There we go. And on my holiday, I'm going away for a week with my sister. I've got a rucksack, and that's all I'm taking. So that's the goal, is to just make sure that, and it's packed already, so I know already. But I can go and rationalize and take more stuff out because I'll just wear the same stuff over and over again. It doesn't matter. I don't need to wear different clothes all the time, as long as they're not smelly to my and to offend anyone, then it's fine. So yes, that's the next phase. And the container that I've got is a real sort of eye opener of actually how much stuff I have and what I don't really need. So I've got myself a 12-month window to see things like that. And if I'm not using it, and if there isn't, I mean, there are certain things in that storage container that I do need. So for my event, that is a one event a year and it is needed. So I will need to store it somewhere, and that's fine. Furniture, I'm keeping because this is a trial period of living in the van. I've given myself 12 months, and if I love it, then I'm just going to stay living in the van. If I don't love it, then I've got furniture to move into a new house, and that's fine. I've got a strong feeling that I'm going to love it, and I probably will, but that's fine. And even if in like 3 years' time I decide, I'll still get rid of the stuff in 12 months, because 3 years down the line, that's 3 years worth of just clutter. Feels really good. I don't know if you get the same sort of satisfaction. I think, why don't we listen to that as well? It's like that feeling of getting rid of something. Everyone I talk to always says they feel great after it. It's like we know deep down that stuff doesn't actually make us happy, and it's actually weighing us down. And actually getting rid of the stuff makes us feel lighter. So why don't we listen to that? Yeah, we just get sucked into this marketing. You must have this. You should. And it's getting worse because of the way that YouTube, not YouTube. This is YouTube. But I was just meaning like influencers and stuff. I've come off Instagram and Facebook as well because of that reason. It's just everything just seems to be an advert right now, and so it's, again, I've been guilty of getting suckered in and buying stuff, and also being one of those influencers, and a company saying, oh, we've got this product for you, just one reel and you'll get it for free. So I get this product and I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. Use a little bit of it, and then I forget about it, and it just goes in the bin again. So yeah, this is my way of trying to break through that, and see how it goes. I think that's enough ramblings for now. That's my little rant on recycling stuff. So yeah, today is my actual first day of officially being homeless, because I handed in the keys this morning whilst I stayed at my friend's house. Just noticed there's a lady looking out her window, and that gave me the creeps. I just got such a fright. Just a normal woman just looking out her window. She's allowed to. Where I am just now, actually, is beautiful. This is one of my favourite places. You probably, well, you can't see, but the Linlithgow Loch is right behind me. So I'm just going to go for a wee wander and get myself a wee bite to eat. Anyways, I've totally gone off track. Can't remember what I was saying now. Officially homeless. Yes, so I stayed at my friend's house, Lee and Andy's house, last night. So that was great, because obviously I don't have my van until it's fixed. But today I am officially homeless because the keys went in, which is, it feels great. Like I did the video previously actually of me just sort of walking around, and I said in the description that it was like I fell in love with that place. As soon as I walked in, I just knew it was for me, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. But see, now it's empty again, and I'm leaving and doing this next chapter. I didn't feel any sadness at all. I actually felt good. It felt really freeing. And yeah, go check it out, if have a see what the place looks like if you've not seen it yet. But so yes, today is the start of van life officially. Van life light, because I'm not actually living in my van yet technically. That will come. So holiday on Thursday to Croatia. Me and my sister are going to Dubrovnik, and then when I come back, I come back on, I don't know, the following Friday. Then my friend Lee is doing a 100 kilometer run attempt, and I'm going to go and crew him and support him over that weekend. And then hopefully on the Monday I can go up and pick up my van, and then van life will officially start then. And I can't wait to show you all that adventure. Anyway, thank you for listening to this waffle. Hopefully it's been interesting or inspiring, or enough to, I don't know. I don't know what you want out of this, but here I am. And if you're curious to find out more about whatever this life is going to throw at me, just follow along. I'm not going to say all that cliche stuff, but it's really great having you here. So, yeah, I'll speak to you in the other videos. Bye.